The focus of the labs is very technology-driven, 21st century technology, getting access to computers, getting access to equipment.
We call ourselves a learning lab. It's not just sort of makerspace or digital media lab. We do a little bit of all of that. It's just about teens being able to create in the library.
When a teen walks into the space, basically the question that I like to ask is, what do you want to try today? What are you interested in? Whether it's music, whether it's photography, video, graphic design, robotics, we have something in the space that can pique their interests.
So the labs is just a program and a place for teens to experiment with that.
So we'll bring your photo into the program.
And start from like down here.
So first things first.
The programs here are at set times, but it's all on a drop-in schedule. So if they happen to be here and they're comfortable in the library space, and we engage them as soon as they come in. Like for example, today we had the green screen set up, so the kids came in and instantly asked what that was all about, and then we were able to engage them and teach them, work alongside them.
We're bringing in the museums this year, Mattress Factory, Pittsburgh Filmmakers, Hip Hop on Lock, Tech Shop, and kind of partnering when we can. I like to see the library as both this physical space where we can host partners from outside and kind of create our own original programming. For the labs in the city of Pittsburgh, we like to try to bring in some of these other locations and organizations so we can combine efforts.
Every teen that walks into the space is different, but a lot of them have never really been exposed to this kind of thinking in this way, in terms of, I could be a filmmaker, I could be a graphic designer. We can have an effect in the way that they not just perceive themselves, but perceive where they live and where their futures might take them. It's a bit flat. It's not quite as flat. Connected learning is a big part of what we do here in the labs, the things that they might want to do in the space. The technology is in many ways a means to an end. The soft skills that are happening in the spaces are just as important, if not more important, than the type of technology skills that are being built.
We're focusing on career readiness skills. We have this program called Life After High School. So we're teaching the kids how to do like bike mechanics, woodworking, sewing, also how to develop resumes and things like that. And the lab's equipment can come in handy with a lot of that. And that's something in the back of the minds of the mentors, is to teach things that can be applied to future careers.
Here at Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh, we can really just be fast and try to sort of iterate rapidly and try things out and experiment and go back and tweak what doesn't work. And it's sort of a newer thing that librarians are really taking on this mantle of educator. The way we kind of do what we do is kind of shifted because of the tools that are available.
The work that we do can serve as a supplement for a lot of the other education that's happening in their lives. We're a non-traditional learning environment.
I feel like the future of the library, rather than one user coming in and having a specific question that's kind of an isolated thing, that this is going to be a more network learning experience. It's going to be more hands-on, that there's going to be more tools available, and that's what really changes.
It's about trying to build citizens, trying to make sure that the teens in these spaces are well-informed, are creative, and are prepared to be innovative in their futures.
Having the space and the investment from the community in a neighborhood like this to help the next generation of teens out really is important.
I think historically, the library is a resource. Now, whether that's a resource for books, a resource for gaining access to the internet, or a resource to the type of things that we're doing in the labs, it's still serving the same purpose. But with something like the labs, we can reach more communities in that way. And one of the big communities that libraries have struggled to reach are teens. Finding that gap and really addressing the kind of resources and the needs that community has. That's what the labs does.